Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else. My name is Nathaniel Thomas, coming to you live from the Golden TV broadcast booth. We are here on the matchup against SoCal Hymes versus NorCal Ube. It's set to be an exciting matchup. Joining me in the booth is the color commentator, Henry Harrison. Henry, what do you expect out of these two teams today?
SoCal Hymes comes into the game 1-0 with their win earlier yesterday against the team they played. NorCal Ube are 0-1 currently. And Coach Matt Lopez is expecting his team to bring out that dog energy and hopefully ink out a win. We'll have more on Coach Hymes in a minute.
Yeah, Coach Hymes did beat All States yesterday. It was a come-from-behind victory where they ended up with a final score of 7-6. So again, Coach Hymes and his team are undefeated, hoping to keep that momentum up. And we are set to have our first pitch momentarily. The lineups are out. Coming out for SoCal Hymes is going to be Nolan Johnson leading off. Noah Gomez is batting second. Brendan Davis is batting third in the cleanup spot. JD Lawless. Jordan Ramirez is batting fifth. Jaden Shaw is sixth. Dillinger Gonzalez, Sanchez. Dillinger Sanchez is seventh. Number 8, Makai Ma. Ninth, Julian Antolin. And the extra hitter in the 10th spot is Tyler Buenaventura.
Now batting, number 25, Nolan Johnson.
So Henry's going to read away the defensive alignment for NorCal Ube.
Right now it's SoCal Hymes out on the field. We have Ma at left, Johnson in center, and Sanchez in right field. Antolin, Gomez, Shaw, and Davis from third to first, left to right in the infield. Fletcher on the mound and Lawless behind home plate.
Yeah, so it looks like that's Ian Larotte. Excuse us. He's batting first. The first pitch is going to be grounded right back to the pitcher. That was the second, excuse me. He underhands it to first for an easy first out.
I like
now batting shortstop number 7,
pitcher
Royce
took there,
Hall.
getting over to first base. Really made sure nothing went wrong with a overhand throw, overpowered throw. Just tossed it to him.
Yeah, just play catch, they like to say. You want to make sure that everything is squared away. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Here's Royce Hall, jersey number 7, a left-handed batsman, the starting shortstop. And the pitch. He's showing bunt. He lays it down and it dribbles foul.
We spoke to Royce after the game yesterday at Pierce College. He was at a loss for why his team didn't show up, but they were glad that, making those mistakes early will save them from making them later on.
And the pitch to Hall is down at the knees, just low for a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The infield playing straight away. The kick in the wind from Lucas Fletcher on the mound is up and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. So it's Fletcher on the mound, Lawless is his catcher, Davis at first, Shaw at second, Antolin at third, and Gomez is at short. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed strike 2. The outfield from left to right goes Ma, Johnson, and Sanchez. And the 2-2, low. It looked like the pitcher Fletcher was trying to get the batsman Hall a little antsy. He did that double leg kick, almost reminiscent of Johnny Cueto. And now the slow windup. Here it is. Too high, and that's ball 4, the base runner of the ball game. Hall takes his free base. Here's Joseph Rumbawa, the extra hitter.
Now batting, extra hitter number 5, Joseph Rumbawa.
So that is spelled Rumbao, but he did emphasize his pronunciation was Rumbawa. Hall at first with an aggressive lead. They're going to check on him, and there's the pickoff. Diving back safely is Hall.
That aggression is what I was talking about earlier with my conversation with Royce yesterday. He's really looking to be a leader for NorCal Ube today.
And the pitch. Up and in for a ball out of the zone. Royce Hall is about to enter his senior year. He just wrapped up the junior year of his high school career, where he took the American Canyon Wolves down to the Final Four in the North Coast Section Championships. And the pitch. Well, curveball that slips away. So there's another ball.
You were a part of that team, weren't you also, Nathan?
Yes, I did.
Where it's due. Nathan coaches for the AC Wolves.
Yeah, the American Canyon Wolves are right around my hometown in Northern California, right around North Bay. Lots of traveling to get down here for the World Series. Here's the kick and the 2-0. Swung on ground ball to the third baseman. There's one out at second. The flip to first. Safe! And he beat it out. So Rumbawa is safe at first. He's going to swap with Hall, who jogs back to the dugout. 2 outs now for Leo Hoskins.
There's that hard 90
Now batting,
that Philippine
designated
baseball
hitter
loves
number
to
17,
emphasize.
Leo
Translated to a
Hoskins.
base for the batter.
It was a great play from the third baseman Antolin. He caught it on one hop. It was the long hop. He made the quick transfer to first. 5-4 is the putout. Here's the first pitch to Hoskins, and it's stopped by the catcher Lawless. So Rumbawa is going to reach on a fielder's choice. Hoskins has a 1-0 count. The cleanup batsman. Fletcher sets at the belt. Here's the kick and the pitch. The runner goes. The throw down. The slide. The tag. Safe. The ball got away. That looked like from the second baseman, Shaw. And in the scoring position is Rumbawa.
Ube's aggressive base running early is sort of paying off. What would you say, Nathan?
Oh, absolutely. That's one of the signature hallmarks of Philippines baseball, is they can really tear it up on the base paths. Any team, they can show up with a lot of speed. The 2-0 to the cleanup batsman. Swung on and driven the left. But right on top of it is Ma. He catches it on a line, and that's going to end the inning. 0-0, the score remains as we head to the bottom. Welcome back to the 2025 Filipino World Series, coming here from the Golden TV broadcast booth. We are in the bottom of the first. Slight correction, it is SoCal Hymes that is the home team. The first three batsmen that are due in the bottom of the first will be Noah Johnson, Noah Gomez, and Brandon Davis.
Spotify. Now batting center fielder number 25, Nolan Johnson.
Starting pitcher for NorCal is Amato Virai with Batakan behind the plate.
Batakan tries to frame a strike, but no, says the home plate umpire. It's ball one. Virai winds, deals, and swing and a miss. That's strike one. And the 1-1 swung on and missed. Virai is getting a lot of chase and swing and miss. He's got some stuff working for him early so far today. We'll see if Nolan Johnson has anything to respond with. He's down 1-2. Swung on and driven hard foul. It was a high fastball. Not a bad idea. That washes the eye level. Now Virai's free to attack with anything down in the zone. Some off speed, maybe. But that's a great pitch from Virai. And great bat control from Johnson. He's able to foul it off. Now timeout is called. One ball, two strikes. Curveball slips away, 2-2. Up at the top of the zone. Virai looks like the type of pitcher who can come at you with a lot of different weapons. He seems like he gives you a lot of different shapes and a lot of different movements on these pitches. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. It's dropped. Foul. So Johnson snags a piece of it. He stays alive. He's doing his job as a leadoff batsman. Giving his entire dugout a full look at Virai. Now Virai steps off. They're trying to go through the signs again. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled. 2-2. The count remains. The third baseman, Lockhart, for NorCal Ube, is playing rather back. If Johnson had any speed and any confidence in the two-strike bunt, he'd be able to lay one down. Now he lines that one foul once again.
He's finding his spot, Nathan. He wants to hit it straight down to Lockhart, hopefully past him down that left field line. Get some offense going for his team.
Yeah, whatever Virai is throwing him, Johnson's swinging early, so Virai might try to slow him down, throw some off speed, get him out in front. Here's the 2-2. Popped up. Johnson's proving to be a very hard out. This is one of those tough at-bats. Look, even Virai's laughing about it. Another foul ball? It's one of the fun little quirks of baseball. You get infinite foul balls. First two are strikes, but after that, you could theoretically go on forever.
And as a batter, that's what you want to do, is tire out the starting pitcher for the other team. Get dialed in and get that information to your teammates so the offense behind you can turn up as well.
Exactly, and that was a great take. Now it's a batsman's full house. Virai, after being down 1-2, he's worked himself full. Virai trying to get the first punch out of the day. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, and Virai beats the full house. He strikes out Johnson for out number 1.
Classic pitcher-batter duel.
Now batting shortstop, number 11, Noah Gomez.
That was an 11 pitch at bat from Virai to Johnson.
Yeah, 11 pitches. That's right around. That's close to your mark. You want to be around 15 pitches an inning. And first batter eating you out like that is going to be pretty rough. So he's going to have to work uphill now. Watch his pitch count. Maybe pitch to contact.
Here's Noah Gomez.
The 0-1 lands in there, so quick 0-2.
There's a little bit of movement on that one coming in.
Yeah. I mean, Virai just has great stuff from this view. And the 0-2 inside, it hit him. So early in the ball game, these SoCal players will be taking whatever is given to them. They'll take that free base. Brandon Davis
batting,
now.
Third baseman, number 13, Brandon Davis.
1 runner on, 1 out.
Noah's teammates pretty excited seeing him wear one and get on base. You love to see it, and they check the runner back at first.
We have seen a pickoff already this tournament, so keep a lookout.
In NorCal Ube's game yesterday, they traded pickoffs.
Now there's a ground ball to the left side through the infield for a base hit. Rounding second base hard is Gomez. He'll put on the brakes there. It's now first and second for the cleanup batsman, J.D. Lawless.
Now batting catcher, number 7, J.D. Lawless.
Really exciting atmosphere here in Monarch Stadium in beautiful Valley Glen. I have a story for you, actually, if you'll bear with me.
We'll indulge.
Glen, is a Scottish term that they use on a lot of Scotch whiskey bottles. You see a lot, Glen Allachie, Glen Moragie. It just means valley. So Valley Glen is just Valley. It's kind of a redundant name, isn't it?
That does sound pretty redundant. Almost like...
But we love our home. Valley College has been great to us. Second year in a row behind the mic with Nathan.
It's always a pleasure to be here. I mean, got a great press box, great view. And there's strike 1 called. But Valley Glen almost kind of reminds you of a, ATM machine? Or something like that. Just saying.
Not sure what you mean there, Nathan.
Over and over again.
Let it die.
Alright, I'll leave the dead horse alone. Here's the 0-1. On the outside corner. Good frame job from Batacan. Strike 2. Right on the rim of the strike zone. Virai painting the corners. J.D. Lawless with someone in scoring position. Trying to do a job here. He's going to swing and ground 1 to the shortstop. The flip to second. There's 1 out. Over to first, and he's safe. The throw to third brings back Gomez, but he dives in safely. And the first pair of snake eyes for the ball game. On first is Davis. On third is Gomez. On first is Lawless, rather.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 12, Joaquin Ramirez.
And that's another example of the hard 90 Philippine baseball tries to instill in all of its players, and that's from the SoCal team this time.
The runner goes. Ooh, and they got him picked off, but no, they let him take second. So it was a good move from Virai. He picked off to first. The runner ran early. Typically, they try to do that to induce a rundown, create enough chaos for the runner on third to score. So now Virai's going to go from the windup. Swung on and missed, and it squirts away from the catcher. The runner's coming home. The slide, the tag. They got him! Wow, what a play at home. The score is going to stay 0-0 as we head to the top of the second. Welcome back to the 2025 Filipino World
Batting
Series.
Third baseman, number 20, Logan Nelson.
We are here back in the top of the second inning. Logan Nelson, the 5-slot hitter, is going to lead things off and try to get things started for the Northern California team. They've chosen the team name Ube. And the pitch is low, 1-0. Might be a little hard to tell, but this is a little better than last year. Last year we had both teams wearing blue jerseys. That was a fun little trip. So at least now there's some slight variation. That's a deep purple versus a deep blue.
That's right. We have a lot of extra colors this season instead of having to distinguish people by their sleeves and numbers. Makes it a lot easier.
It's going to be fun. So, 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch from Fletcher is swung on and missed. 2-1.
Call me biased, but I like that the NorCal teams chose some more creative names than just their coach's last name. No hate to the SoCal teams. We love all of our Filipino World Series teams here.
Way too high. It's 3-1. Yeah, some creative decisions. Which team is Langka?
The other NorCal team.
Yeah, that was the other NorCal team. Right. So 2 NorCal teams, 5 SoCal teams, a Canada team, a Hawaii team, and an all-states team. As there's a called strike. So this is a pitcher's full house. He was down 3-1, and he's worked himself full. Logan Nelson working against the momentum now.
There's 3 SoCal teams also, slight correction. As the batter takes his base.
Yep, so Nelson beats the full house. He reaches first. Here's Reggie Fong. 1 runner on. Nobody
Now
out.
batting second baseman, number 3, Reggie Fong.
So Fletcher now having the work from the stretch. He's facing against the lefty, Fong. Pitch is up and away for ball one. Fong's the starting second baseman. Nelson at first with a fairly decent lead. You don't really expect him to go anywhere, but he's going to get a great jump on anything hit in the gaps. The kick and the 1-0. Too high, 2-0. Now timeout is called. Looks like the catcher Lawless wants to consult with his pitcher. See a plan of attack here. Or they could be making dinner plans. Usually it's a little bit of both. And now you can see Fletcher just gave a quick hand signal to his shortstop Gomez. Anything hit straight back to the pitcher, he'll be throwing to his shortstop.
Good communication on defense here, Coach Hymes.
That one paints the inside corner for strike one.
Coach Hymes, as I was saying, is the infield coordinator for all of Philippine Baseball Group, so you'd expect excellent defense from a team with him at the helm.
And the 2-1. Swung on, a little flare, center field. Nobody's going to get there. And everybody's safe off of the single from Reggie Fong. The line moves now for Gino Larotte. 2 on, nobody out.
Now batting, left fielder number 9, Gino Larotte.
So Nelson in scoring position. Gino Larotte, the 7th hitter in this lineup. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to lay down a bunt. It wouldn't be a horrible idea. But early in the ball game, early in the tournament, you want to give your players a chance to swing the bat. It looks like Larotte is going to show bunt, but pull it back as it's up near the tower. So 1 ball, no strikes. First and second. Fletcher checks on the runner. It's the second baseman Shaw who tails him, but heads back to his position. They're showing bunt. Again, it drops, and it's a beauty. Right back to the pitcher. His only play is at first. A textbook executed sacrifice bunt is going to move Nelson and Fong both in the scoring position for Heath Lockhart.
Now batting, third baseman number 15, Heath Lockhart.
A good play from the pitcher, too. Lucas Fletcher staying calm and getting the sure out, not trying to be too fancy. The cornerman will play in the shortstop and the second baseman at medium depth for Heath Lockhart. Here's the pitch. It's low and away.
Yeah, Fletcher's been steady on the mound in terms of his defense, not only his pitching. Not one to make mistakes. Here's the 1-0 is delivered.
That's too low again. It's 2-0. So a couple misses below the zone. You could tell what Fletcher's trying to do. He's trying to get a ground out. Try to goad the runner at third, see if there's a play there. Get the out at first. And there's strike one. So 2 balls and 1 strike.
Good frame there from the catcher, Lawless.
The kick and the 2-1 way upstairs. The catcher doesn't even reach it. The runner's coming home and he can jog. It's 1-0. Ube in the lead. Coming in to score was Logan Nelson. Fong moves to third on that wild pitch.
Crossing home plate for Ube was actually Lucas Tomilden, number 4. Might have missed him come in as like a pinch runner possibly, but try to be more on top of that. Number 15 gets his walk. Runs it out. That's
Now
a hard
batting
90.
center fielder number 1, Alex Hicoli.
That's a good catch there, Henry.
We should get a hard 90 counter, shouldn't we? How many we can get per game?
Yeah, we should. That sounds like a good counter. We had a few counters last year, just for our own amusement here in the booth. We'll keep a few more. That's one hard 90 for the day. And a second pair of snake eyes. First and third. Runner goes. The throw. Fake pump. It's a strike. Was the pitch.
JD wanted it, but his better instincts kept that ball in his throwing arm and kept another run from crossing for Ube.
Now the infield's playing completely in. Up and away again. So there's only one out, and this could spell to be a disastrous inning for the SoCal team if they can't contain what's brewing right now. One run is already in. 2 more are in scoring position. And only one out. Here's the 1-1. Curveball slips high. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fletcher wanted that one. Pretty frustrated there with himself, or maybe the ump's call. A sticky situation being as a pitcher. Saw him trying to dry his hands off. Might have been a little pasmado. It's a Tagalog word of the day.
There you go. Henry busting out his Tagalog.
Sweaty hands.
Up and away, 3 balls and 1 strike.
Sweaty hands make their own strikes a little bit harder.
Yes, it does. It does. Slippery leather is never easy to control. That's why you had the whole spider tack gate, whatever happened in MLB. You can't let it slip away from you. 3 balls, 1 strike with an open base. Fletcher deals and uses the open base. Now they're loaded.
NorCal in a dangerous position here.
Now batting catcher number 2, Mateo Batacan.
As the SoCal Hymes team will have a mound visit with their coach.
Yeah, this is just a really quick chat with your starting pitcher just to make sure that everything's okay, because it's been, if I'm counting correctly, 4 walks now in this very young ball game. So Coach Hymes is trying to talk to Lucas Fletcher, telling him he's still got some room, but if he runs into more trouble, his day might be ending. There's some activity down in the SoCal bullpen. It's hard to read out who exactly that is, but we will have some news sooner rather than later. But now, all the eyes are on Mateo Batacan, the catcher, jersey number 2. And the first pitch, he tries to show bunt. And that's a scary sight right towards his face, with the runner on third, Reggie Fong, beating down the line. It could have been a possible suicide squeeze, but thankfully Fong wasn't fully committed. He was able to retreat back safely to third. Now all the runners lead off. Once again, this one's in the dirt. I think he fouled off that first one. May have heard a little ting on the bat. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Fletcher misses. No, it's strike on the outside corner. Maybe a generous call, but of course the home plate umpire has the best view. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike. That first pitch was not fouled off. He was able to pull back the bunt. So 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 2-2. Batacan really trying to do a job here. Hikali on first. Lockhart on second. Fong on third. Fletcher kicks and deals. It's popped up. This one's going to stay in the infield. The shortstop, Gomez, camps under it. And there's 2 away. But the bases are still loaded. But that is a huge sigh of relief for the pitcher, Fletcher. Now he's just 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning.
Right fielder, number 12, Ian Larott.
Yeah, after putting eyes on the bullpen for SoCal Hymes, it appears Noah Danga is warming up currently.
Good eye, Henry. Thank you very much. First pitch to the leadoff batsman Ian Larott is up and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Yeah, this NorCal Ube team really itching for a win. Every single player up on the rail in their dugout. NorCal guys taking it easy. SoCal guys, rather.
And there's strike 2 on the lower corner. Perfectly placed. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, SoCal just needs to get out of this inning and fire their boys up to get the bats going. 1 run really isn't much to come back from in baseball terms.
Yeah, everyone is very excited to get back to the dugout and shut this thing down. The 1-2, way outside. It looked like Fletcher was trying to reach back just a little bit. Had some extra oomph. He misses wide. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are still loaded. And he's going to step off and step right back on. Now they're really trying to talk. So we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the second inning. Deuce is wild. Fletcher winds. And the 2-2. Swung on and fouled back. Will stay. Deuce is wild. What a battle from Ian Larott. This is his second at bat where he's just fouling off a lot of pitches. He's probably seen a good 20 pitches so far today. The 2-2 way upstairs, and it gets away from the catcher, but it bounces right back. That's not going to be a problem. The speed of jersey number 3, Reggie Fong, was too much. He was standing safely over home plate. It's 2-0.
Lawless played the ball really well off the wall, but Fletcher didn't think he had time to get over to the plate. Results in another run for NorCal Ube.
That's the second run on the wild pitch allowed this inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Upstairs, and he's going to walk him to load the bases again.
Now batting shortstop, number 7, Royce Hall.
So from one sticky situation to an even stickier one, it's now 2-0 with a good batsman up there. That's Royce Hall. Hall in the first inning, he reached on a walk. Now he's going to swing and flare one out to left field, but it looks like the left fielder, Ma, is there. He camps under it and secures the third out of the inning. But NorCal Ube scores 2. They take the lead as we head to the bottom of the second.
Hitter number 12, Joaquin Ramirez.
Welcome back to this exciting matchup. We're here in the bottom of the second inning. It's Joaquin Ramirez who's going to take inside for ball one. So Virai's back on the mound, Batacan, his battery mate behind the plate. Inside again, 2-0 to the left-handed batsman. Joaquin Ramirez, the designated hitter. He likes to be really back in the box. He's almost stepping on the line. And the 2-0. Low, 3-0. Not much action offensively this game. The 2 runs did come from a few wild pitches and some base on balls. As there's a called strike, but not too much hard contact today, as at least not yet. This time of day can be really hard to hit in. Every inning, it looks like the lighting situation changes. And that's a great at-bat from number 12, Ramirez, as he takes his base on balls.
Now batting, second baseman, number 2, Jaden Shaw.
You bring up a good point with the lighting situation, Nathan. I mean, the batter's eyes adjust to the ball, and he might not see the ball for another inning or two when the lights are significantly changed, which will affect how he sees the ball on his second or third at bat.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're getting a different look every single time. It's not easy what these players have to do. Now a good pick off to first, diving back aggressively is Ramirez. He's in there safe. He's laughing to himself. These players are all having a good time. They're all happy to be here. Virai deals and finds the edge of the zone for strike one. And the 0-1 swung on and flared. Shallow left center is going to drop in front of 3 people. It was the shortstop, the left, and center fielder all converging. And just a perfectly placed hit. It just dropped equidistant from all of them. Safe on first is Shaw. Ramirez moves to second.
Now batting, right fielder number 1, Dillinger Sanchez.
Sorry. Dillinger Sanchez was showing bunt. He's got a bit of an advantage as a lefty. He beats a right-handed batter by about a step and a half from that box. So he could be bunting for a base hit as well. You know, he's going to take his hard 90. He shows bunt again. This time, it gets away from the catcher, but it's foul, so that's going to be strike one. Dillinger Sanchez trying to do a job here. He's trying to get it down the foul lines. He doesn't want to hit it right back to the pitcher. And this time, he's going to take all the way. 2 balls and 1 strike. Coach Hymes over at third giving a sign. We'll see if Dillinger is going to be swinging away here. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Low. 3 balls and 1 strike is the count. And a tough situation for Virai. First and second, nobody out. 3-1. If it's a center cut fastball, Sanchez might be swinging. He is. Left side of the field. Larotte is right under it and puts it away for out number 1. Good aggressive piece of hitting there from Sanchez, just not enough to move the runners over. It's now up to Makai Ma, first and second with 1 out.
Now batting left fielder, number 5, Makai Ma.
It goes down as an F7.
Philippine
Makai.
baseball is a family organization. It's good to see some brothers out there, Gino and Ian, rounding out the outfield.
Yeah, it's always fun. I mean, I'm sure those two brothers have played catch from that position before. Just one corner of the field to the other, trying to go as long as you can. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Swung on and tapped to the shortstop. He's going to go to second. There's 1 out. The flip to first is up and high. It pulls the first baseman Nelson off of the bag. Safe there is Ma. Jaden Shaw gets thrown out on his way to second. But
Now batting third baseman, number 4, Julian Antolin.
Joaquin Ramirez moves to third, so another pair of snake eyes. I think the third one this game, first and third.
Yeah, the throw from second took number 20 Nelson off of first base. Hard to get the out without that planted foot there as the runner from first takes off, but the throw was not in time.
So
Runners
Ma, after he reaches on the fielder's choice, moves up to second on the stolen base. Julian Antolin still waits his turn. 0-1 is the count. Runners on second and third for the 9th slot hitter and the starting third baseman. Here's the pitch. Curveball swung through and missed, strike 2. On deck is jersey number 8, Tyler Buenaventura. The 0-2. Up in on the hands and fouled off. It was a fastball. The catcher, Batacan, was setting up high. Virai gets his sign. Now he comes set. The kick and the 0-2. Up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung through and missed. Swing you later. The score stays 2-0 as we head to the top of the third.
Now batting extra hitter number 5, Joseph Rumbawa.
Welcome back to the 2025 Filipino World Series. We're here in the top of the third inning. Joseph Rumbawa steps up to the plate. He's going to take a hack at it against the new pitcher, Noah Danga, number 16 for SoCal Hymes. Again, Ube at the box. They're in those nice purple jerseys. Noah Danga, his first pitch of the ball game is a curveball that slips up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. On deck is number 17, Leo Hoskins. In Rumbawa's first at bat, he did reach base, and then he ended up stealing second. Still looking for his first hit of the day as he swings through that letter high offering. He was underneath the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and driven to left. Going back, and it's at the bottom of the wall. He's going to cruise into second, and he almost gets picked off, rounding it, heading to third. Joseph Rumbawa starts off the inning with a loud double.
Now batting designated hitter number 17, Leo Hoskins.
That was one of the best hit balls today, and one of the best threats that NorCal Ube has been able to generate. Just the leadoff batsman getting the second, and now the cleanup hitter at the box. Nobody out. It was such a well-struck ball. it hit the wall on a line. The left fielder Ma had no choice but to play it off on a carom. First pitch is fouled back, strike one.
But what a play from Makai Ma. Dangerous arm there in left field. He almost had him at second base, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did. I mean, that throw, I believe, came all the way from the left fielder, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yeah, no cut.
Rumbawa, being aggressive, was trying to look at third. He had to put on the brakes and dive back to safety. That's one of the rules. You never want to make the first or last out at third base. Being on second is just as good. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, and it's going to get by him. Nice head first slide from Rumbawa. He's on third after that passed ball. Just squirts away from the catcher, Lawless. Can't afford to let those little mistakes happen. Now the runner's on third with nobody out, and the cleanup hitter in the box.
You usually see the catcher coming over for a mound visit to encourage his pitcher, but in this case, Noah comes down to help his buddy JD get over that play. Good pitcher-catcher relationship there.
Yeah, good catch there. You definitely want to see your teammates have each other's backs. Can help prevent the errors from snowballing. The 1-1 is low. 2 balls, 1 strike. The corners are playing in. The pitch is too low or too inside. Either way, 3 balls, 1 strike, and a runner on third. NorCal Ube trying to put the pressure on SoCal Hymes, trying to put some more nails in the coffin. And that one is a called strike. It catches the outside corner. Good frame job from Lawless. It's now a pitcher's full count after Dango was behind 3-1. And the payoff pitch swung on, popped up, right side of the field. The first baseman giving chase in foul territory, and it's in and out of his glove. Brandon Davis can't hold on to it. Leo Hoskins has a second life. The payoff pitch swung on and lifted. The right side of the field. Sanchez camping underneath it. The runner's tagging. Here's the throw, the slide, safe! And it's 3-0 off of the bat of Leo Hoskins. Coming around the score is Joseph Rumbawa.
Now batting, first baseman, number 20, Logan Nelson.
So Logan Nelson now as the base is empty. 1 out. And the pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes.
Second base tying his shoe out there as that pitch was thrown. Kind of a dangerous position to be in as a defender.
It's less than ideal, that's for sure. And the pitch. Curveball. Big looper. Stays too high. 2 balls, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. And again, 1 out in the inning. The pitch. Low. But in there for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Low again. So 3 balls and 1 strike now. Danga hasn't really been in front of any of these hitters. And when you fall behind like this in the count, you're forced to come into the zone. So expect a big swing from Nelson if it's anywhere near his wheelhouse. Danga sets. The kick and the 3-1. Swung on, lifted, the right side of the field. A second chance for Davis, and this one he catches 2 away here in the top of the 3rd. What a play from the first baseman, Davis.
Man, the difference between 1 out and 2 outs is a mile for a pitcher, and
Now batting second
you talk
baseman,
about balls and
number
strikes.
3, Reggie.
Noah coming in
Bond.
and not having as many leads on the batters, but he also came into a game where, NorCal Upays just has all the momentum right now, defensively and with their bats, but SoCal Hymes not going down without a fight here.
Yeah, especially with the SoCal teams, they're all in their home territory, so they play with a little extra gusto. Reggie Fong takes ball 1. The left-handed batsman sees the defense playing straight away. The pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. Danga sets. And the 1-1 is a curveball that stays too high. So Danga hasn't really found his spot for that big looping curveball. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch misses again. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Here it is. Swung on, little flare to left field, but underneath it is Ma, and that ends the inning. But Ube picks up 1. It's now 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Welcome back to the 2025 Filipino World
Number
Series.
8, Brian Strasburger.
We're here in the bottom of the 3rd. And the first pitch is going to be swung on and lifted foul to the right. That's jersey number 8 for SoCal Hymes. This is Strasburger. And there's a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike after the first pitch was fouled off. 1-1 is the count. And another foul ball. 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strasburger at the box. Still facing off against. There's a ground ball to second base. The throw to first is in time, and Amado Viray gets his man. 1 away here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting, number 25, Nolan Johnson.
It's going to go down as a 4-3 in the books. 1 away.
Wait, is this the right guy?
So that was Brian Strasburger. Our apologies for the delay on his first name. Here is Nolan Johnson, who struck out in the first inning. The pitch is going to be in there for strike 1, right at the knees. Viray getting his sign now. Misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1. Swung on and lined to left. That's a clean base hit. As clean as they've been all day. And there's Nolan Johnson trying to get things started.
Now batting, number 11, Noah Gomez.
Noah Gomez was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. He made it all the way around to third. And then he was thrown out at home dramatically to end the first. There's a pickoff. Over to first base. Diving back safely is Johnson. Another pickoff.
It's almost like these guys know that they're all trained to run aggressively around the base paths, so they all pick off to get their aggressive runners out in the base paths.
Yeah, even the catcher. Look at Batacan. He's given Johnson a look over at first. It doesn't help that that's the leadoff batsman, so he's definitely got some skill in his tool, some running in his tool bag. One of his skills. And anyone who wears the oven mitt, they got to be fast. That's like +2 speed, right?
I don't know, it's +6 ounces, so.
And there's another ball. 2 balls, no strikes. And now the runner's going to go. The throw down to second. The tag, not in time. So another passed ball from Batacan. And it looks like Johnson is now in scoring position. It's so early in the ball game, it's a chance for them to cut down the deficit that they're in. especially with the top of the lineup coming up, or now in the box. They want to capitalize on this opportunity. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Virai from the stretch, kicks, deals. It looks like the runner's going again. Here's the throw, the slide, safe! And it looked like a strike was called on that pitch, so 3-1 with a runner on third. And 1 away.
NorCal Ube not taking their foot off the gas here. Sending every runner to second and then to third. They want to tack on another run to this, 3-0 lead.
And there's a walk. So, I believe there's another pair of snake eyes for the SoCal Hymes team. Gomez is on first. Johnson is on third. Brandon Davis is now in the box.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 13, Brandon Davis.
So Brandon Davis represents SoCal Hymes' tying run, should he reach. Now there's a pickoff move. The pitcher just doesn't know where to go. I'm surprised that's still allowed in this series. The major leagues has ruled that as a balk if you fake to third and then take a look at first. So that's not a move you see too often anymore. Gomez is on second with a stolen base. Runners in scoring position for the third slot hitting Brandon Davis. That one's blocked. Good stop from Batacan.
And I was talking about Ube's aggression out there when I should have been talking about Coach Hymes' team's aggression. They're trying to get back in this game. Ube's trying to maintain a lead.
Yeah, the defense is on. And there's ball 2. Coach Hymes out there with his cast on his right hand. Let's hope he's okay. You see him working the whole week like it's not even there. You see the dedication from that coach.
I heard he doesn't even need a bat. He just uses the cast for fielding.
It's a pretty good, feels like it's going to be a little sturdier than an Evo Shield, so. The 3-0 outside, and the bases are going to be loaded for just the man they want at the plate. The cleanup batsman, J.D. Lawless, is going to step up to the plate and take a hack at it, but not
Now
before.
batting, catcher, number 7, J.D. Lawless.
Not before NorCal Ube is going to call a timeout. They're going to convene on the mound and try to discuss possible options, try to see what could be going on, and running through all the potential plays.
They're talking to him. Meanwhile, no one warming up in Ube's bullpen, so it looks like their coach is going to trust in Amato's arm for at least the rest of this inning to get 2 more outs.
And so that could be exactly what they're talking about right now, is just the type of double plays they could run through.
Nope,
if there's a
not clean.
hard hit ball at third base, he could step on third and go to first. All right, all eyes on the batsman now. J.D. Lawless, the cleanup batsman with the bases loaded. 1 out. The batsman himself represents the go-ahead run should he score. Virai delivers and finds a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
I don't know what his coach said to him, but he must have said the right thing because he's got the stuff coming out of that mound visit.
Yeah, the first pitch after a visit is usually a strike. That's always the intention. If I was a batter, I'd swing. First pitch after a mound visit. But now Virai misses below the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis at first, Gomez at second, Johnson on third. Virai deals and misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. kick and the pitch. Blocked. Good stop by Batacan. 2-1 now. 3-1 rather. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. So pitcher's full house after he was down 3-1. Now a surprise pickoff to third. That doesn't do anything, but a cute move.
Nolan Johnson getting back with speed and quickness. Wonder if he's named after the great Nolan Ryan. Because I have a cousin named after Nolan Ryan. The Express, one of the greatest Texas Rangers to ever take the mound.
Fouled away. It's gonna stay 3-2. Yeah, lots of baseball names are just classic. Like, of course, my last name is Rasal, so my firstborn will be Babe Ruth Rasal. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. That's the strikeout that Virai was looking for. The bases are still loaded, but now he's only one pitch away from getting out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 12, Joaquin Ramirez.
Joaquin Ramirez reached on a walk back in the second inning. He made it all the way around the third before he was stranded there. The lefty takes the box against Virai. Swung on, ground ball to the first baseman. Virai having the cover first, and they got it. Wow, what a play between the first baseman and the pitcher. Excellent coverage, excellent PFP, and the inning is over. The score stays 3-0 as we head to the top of the fourth. Welcome back to the 2025 Filipino World Series here from the Golden TV broadcast booth. Gino Larot will lead things off for NorCal Ube.
Gino Larot.
Top of the fourth inning, still 3-0 in the favor of the away team, NorCal Ube.
Couple long half innings there, Nathan.
Oh yeah, absolutely. A lot of pressure.
We're getting through it though. It's day 3 of the Filipino World Series here at Valley College.
Couldn't be more excited to finally be here for the FWS.
as that pitches the ball.
So 1-0 the count. And that pitch is going to be another ball. 2-1. Danga still on the mound, number 16. Facing off against number 9, Larot. He had a sacrifice bunt back in the second inning. And those two ended up scoring, Nelson and Fong, or the pinch runner for Nelson.
Getting ahead of myself, it's only day 2 here. Apologies.
Yeah, lots of gameplay left. The championship set for Saturday at 7 p.m. We hope everyone is tuning in there. And the 2-1 upstairs, 3-1. Danga sets right above the belt. Here's his pitch. Swung on, fouled away. It's now a pitcher's full house after he was down 3-1. Lots of full counts in this game, at least a handful so far. Here's the payoff pitch. Upstairs. Larot's going to beat the full house. He draws a walk. That's going to put a runner on and nobody out for Heath Lockhart. Lockhart reached on a walk back in the second. He stole second base and reached third on a wild pitch.
Lockhart with the Jordan 1 cleats, like those. They've got to be custom.
The back pick to first and a good slide back. Larot is safe, but yeah, custom cleats, customcleats.com. They're not a sponsor, but if you're listening, we all love you over here. So
send us some cleats.
Here's the 1-0. 2-0. It looks like Lockhart is trying to bunt, but he's wisely pulling back on these pitches that are out of the zone. Now Danga's going to step off, regather himself and his composure. And he sets right above the belt. The kick, the 2-0. This one is bunted. It's straight down. It's a beauty. The only plays to first. And they're going to get him. Lockhart does his job. He moves a potential fourth run for NorCal Ube over into scoring position.
Alex Hicali.
Some excellent defense in this game, as Henry was mentioning. I mean, with Coach Hymes as the director of infield operations, or I forget the exact words of his lofty title, but yeah, he definitely deserves the title he's been given. Not a lot of errors here on the defensive side.
That's a windshield.
Yeah, PSA for anyone driving to a baseball stadium. If parking looks too good to be true, don't take it. Oh and 1 for Alex Hicali, who reached base in the second inning on a walk. Now he's trying to use his bat to drive in a potential fourth run. The pitch swung on and driven to center field, but Johnson has a beat on it. He's underneath it for out number 2. Good piece of hitting from Hicali, just not quite in the gaps enough. And Johnson, sure-handed out there,
Catcher number 2.
takes care of business.
Bactacan.
So Mateo Batacan, the catcher, he has a runner on third with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. And that pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 swung on and missed, strike 2. This is the type of situation where, you just want to play free and easy. You have a decent lead. It's not quite comfortable yet, but all you gotta do is play fun, play loose, play free, and just hope that it falls where you want it. Here's the 1-2 curveball, too high. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Number 2 at the plate. Wilding here in the 4th. Here it is. Upstairs, it's a batsman's full house. He was down 2-2. He worked it full. Batacan popped up to the shortstop back in the 2nd inning, so he's made contact today. Payoff pitch. Low. He patiently waits, takes his free base. Another set of snake eyes. Expect some crafty plays here.
Another hard 90 on a walk.
Now batting, number 12, Ian Larott.
It's always good to see the effort. These players.
Song, you embody the Philippine baseball ethos.
Absolutely. These players really take it to heart. Everything that President Bill Pickett has been telling this organization. Play right, play hard. Swing and a miss from Larott. It's 0-1. Larott is 0 for 1 today. He grounded out to the pitcher, and he walked. So he has reached base. He's still looking for his first hit. He fouls that off. It's a quick 0-2. Royce Hall waits on deck. The runner goes. Pitch is down low. The throw, not in time, and the runner from third is going to come in to score. That's why you have to look out for those snake eyes. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count on that stolen base. So 4-0 now. The Northern California Ube team leads. And that one's low as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on second. We're still wilding here in the 4th. Danga sets. The 2-2. Down low, a batsman's full house. This time in the pocket of Ian Larott. The payoff pitch. Down low, the full house wins. He draws a walk. Larott's on first.
Here comes number 7, Hall.
Now batting, shortstop, number 7, Royce Hall.
Yeah, Royce Hall is in the big moment. This is the type of player you want to be in a big moment. He's always very calm and analytical of the situation, but he's one of those ball players that's just smart. He knows the situation. He's not trying to do too much. He's not trying to hit the home run every time. He just puts the ball in play and plays hard. Yeah, they have a chance to break it open right here, possibly, if they could tack on one more. Danga sets the first pitch. The Royce Hall is going to be a called strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Hall today reached first in the first on a walk. Then he flew out to the left fielder. Back in the second. Third at bat now. Excuse me, for third plate appearance. Second at bat. And there's another strike call. Hall shaking himself off. Now he has to protect that part of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 runners on. In this 4-0 ball game, Ube trying to add more to their 4-0 lead. Here it is. Low! 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. I'm sure he's sick of you hearing me say it. But the deuces are wild. Once again, Ube really just has a lot of momentum right now. Swung on and missed. Swing you later. That's going to end the inning. The score is now 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth.
And number 2, Jaden Shaw.
Welcome back to the 2025 Filipino World Series. We're here in the bottom of the fourth inning. SoCal Hymes is going to be taking the offensive. Jaden Shaw leads off the charge. Back in the second inning, he reached on a single before getting thrown out on the base paths. Armando Viray still on the mound. His first pitch of the inning is going to be drilled to left. Down the line, it's just barely fair. He's rounding first, and he has a stand-up double. What an answer back. A stand-up double to lead off the inning for the second half in a row. Here's Dillinger Sanchez now.
Right fielder number 1, Dillinger Sanchez.
That's the first extra base hit of the game for SoCal Hymes.
I was going to say, we're right here in the middle of the ball game for a 7-inning high school ball game, and the energy might be changing here with that hit from SoCal Hymes. We'll just have to see.
They definitely want to be putting on the pressure. There's time running out in this ball game, and so You could definitely tell the urgency from the SoCal Hymes team. Again, Coach Hymes is the head coach of this SoCal team, so he's the namesake. Hymes. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. 2-1 is the count. Swing and a foul ball down the left field line. Varai gets his sign, now he sets.
Lots of dancing going on at second base. Umpire's had enough. Calls time.
Too much happy feet going on there.
This isn't baseball.
Swing and another slap shot foul. This one might be playable. It was, but the third baseman Lockhart couldn't get there in time. It was hit a little too low and a little too close to the outfield, to the foul fence, rather. All right, Dillinger Sanchez. Still batting with 2 strikes. Now a spin move. And they got him! Wow, what a play from the shortstop and the pitcher. So Royce Hall and Amado Virai were working together. That's called a daylight play. You're trying to play off of the bag. You're trying to sneak up behind the leadoff or the leading runner. And that type of play is just all about timing. What a play. What a way to erase a leadoff double. And all of a sudden, the momentum has just been sucked out of this SoCal Hymes team.
Yeah, we talked about a momentum shift, but
Now a low ground ball to the shortstop. Hall again. He can't come up with it. I don't think he would have had a play had he caught it anyways. Either way, that's going to be a runner on first with 1 out for Makai Ma.
Now batting, left fielder number 5, Makai Ma.
yeah, and we peeked into NorCal Ube's bullpen, and Tyler Buenaventura is currently warming up. So we might see a pitching change in this inning or maybe the next half inning as a throw to second successful pickoff for NorCal Ube. What a defensive showing here for Coach Matt Lopez's team. What do you think about that, Nathan?
Yeah, no, that was just great. I mean, all the arms around this defense has just been spectacular. Ube really wants to hold on to that 4-0 lead. So 2 base runners for the SoCal Hymes teams has been erased. Makai Ma is essentially trying to get everything started again, this time with 2 outs and 2 strikes. Rough.
I don't know what's worse, leaving a man on base or every time you get a man on base, he gets thrown out. Mackay pops one over to Royce Hall at short, but he's not in time as the throw won't make it. Ending the 4th inning here. We'll see you back here in a second. Welcome back here to
Now
Valley
batting
College
for
in
NorCal
day 2 of the
Ube.
Filipino World
Number
Series.
5, Joseph Rumbawa.
NorCal Ube is still leading SoCal Hymes 4-0 as that first pitch to Rumbawa goes over his head.
Yeah, and it looked like it had some movement on it, so Leverai could just be facing some fatigue. It looked like an off-speed, Denga could be facing some fatigue as one slipped away from him.
The 1-0 pitch, high and inside.
So that's 2 pitches now. He's missing a little 2 inside.
But he's dialing it in. First one over his head, second one on his hands, third one might be in the zone. And the 2-0 is turned on deep left center field. To the fence goes the ball, and the batter's already at third for a stand-up triple. How about that, Nathan?
Yeah, Rumbawa just knew it right off the bat. He knew it was a shot in the gap. He never got off his horse. He busted out of the box and just cruised into third. But by the time you were right, Henry, by the time they even retrieved the ball, he was already halfway to third.
Number 17, designated hitter, Leo Hoskins.
Yeah, 2 big hits for Rumbawa. A double and now a triple. He's really rounding out the offense for NorCal Ube, as we have Leo Hoskins taking the plate. Foul goes the ball, 0-1 to count.
Yeah, Rumbawa just needs a single and a home run to complete the cycle.
Never talk about a cycle, Nathan.
He's got the hard ones out of the way.
If the Ube offense continues like this, it may not be that unlikely of a feat. As the ball is dribbled down to third, easy play. He gets the out on the bag and applies the tag for extra insurance. 1 away.
Yeah, it was a great play by the third
batting,
baseman, Antolin.
First baseman, number 20, Logan Nelson.
Antolin was charging in, and he made the throw on the run. So, great show of athleticism from that third baseman.
Number 20, Logan Nelson up to bat now. The runner on third. There's that high curveball. Still dialing it in is Noah Danga.
And Nelson scored the first run of the game back in the second. He reached on a walk and then ended up scoring on a wild pitch.
The 1-0. Popped foul, but not a playable ball there for the SoCal catcher, J.D. Lawless. And if it's in fair territory or foul territory and a playable ball, he's going to be there.
And interesting little bit, Logan Nelson was one of the participants of the Home Run Derby last year. He's still got a little bit of that confidence on him now. He's swinging with a wooden bat. You can hear it too.
Another foul ball, 1-2 to count, 1 away. Yeah, it's interesting using a wooden bat in a competition where it's not required. It does show a little bit more of confidence in your offense.
Yeah, it only took me 2 broken bats before my dad told me, we're not buying you any of those anymore.
Well, glad to have you in the booth, Nathan. Another high curveball for ball 2.
It's really the accuracy, being able to have confidence in yourself to barrel up a baseball on a wooden bat. At this age, this is an 18U tournament. Now the infield's going to play in.
Chops it down the third baseline. You know, using a wooden bat is honestly the best preparation for the next level. These guys are all, like you said, 18-year-olds trying to go into college at the next level. You know, wooden bats do become more prevalent, and then into the pros, they're a requirement. So Logan Nelson is playing like he's already in the pros.
Ahead of the curve here.
The 2-2 pitch.
That was
Wanted it, but
such a close take. I mean, I guess that's the kind of the reputation that Logan Nelson has. You can take a pitch like that, and the umpire's not going to ring him up.
probably that wooden bat. 3-2 the count. And Nelson takes his base.
And a
That'll bring up Reggie Fong. What were you saying, Nathan?
pretty sassy bat flip, too, on that walk.
Now batting, shortstop, number 7, Royce Hall.
Reggie Fong. So it looks like a pitching change now. Number 5 is going to be coming in. Out goes Danga. He had a great outing. He didn't let the game get too far away. All right, so it looks like Reggie Fong is going to be taking the box. Jersey number 3 for NorCal Ube.
Makai Ma.
Now
on the
batting,
mound
second baseman,
now.
number 3, Reggie Fong. Your attention, please. Now pitching for SoCal Hymes, number 5, Makai Ma.
The batter shows bunt. That's Reggie Fong, and the catcher goes to pick him off at third. The runner at third will score. That's another run for NorCal Ube, 5-0. Still one away.
Yeah, that was a great double steal. I mean, there was Nelson, the right side of the pair of Snake Eyes. He went, the throw from the catcher, Lawless, went all the way down the second, and that gave Rumbao enough time at third to come in and score the 5th run. So Nelson, not exactly the fastest guy on the team. It's nice to see him get himself a stolen base.
They're really giving JD a run for his money. Normally not one to go for that pickoff at second with the man on third. Could be a costly error, but right now Ube firmly in control of this one.
Yeah, maybe Nelson was just trying to prove me wrong. He does have some wheels on him if he's able to swipe third on that little squibbler.
The 2-0 pitch is in for a strike. Reggie Fong in a hitter's count at this moment. As I say that, it's 2-2.
The infield's playing in. Anything on the ground, they're going to check Nelson at third before going to first.
Outside for ball 3. Full count to Fong. That's a 4th ball for Fong. He takes his base.
Your attention, please. Playing left field for SoCal Hymes, number 6, Phineas Kiembao.
Fong on first. Nelson on third. Brings up another snake eyes situation. Gino Larote, the batter for NorCal Ube.
Now batting, left fielder number 9, Gino Larotte.
His first pitch was a ball. Second pitch to Gino. Swung on and foul for strike 1. Still 1 away. Reggie on first. Playing games with Mackay on the mound. And the 1-1 pitch turned on foul once again. 1-2. Ma with the 1-2. Swung on and missed. 2 away here. In the top of the 5th. That brings up number 15.
Now batting, third baseman,
Lockhart.
number 15, Heath Lockhart.
Yeah, that was such a great pitch from the pitcher, Mackay Ma. He threw a fastball at the hands, and it really just ate up Gino Larotte. He just couldn't get his hands up in time. So, tough pitch. Great execution from Mackay Ma.
Runners still on first and third. That first pitch to Lockhart is low for a ball. Lawless able to corral it. Runner goes, but the throw is high and out of the glove of number 2, which will send Logan Nelson home for the 6th run of this ball game for NorCal Ube.
And that's
Now much more comfortable lead. What do you think,
and
Nathan?
that's such a brutal play for the catcher because it was a strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. It's such a brutal play because when a pitcher throws a strike, it's easy for you to throw down the second, but the middle infielders down there just couldn't contain it. Yeah, it allowed Nelson to score easily. He wasn't even planning on going.
He just trotted in. Two and 1 to Lockhart. Yeah, that's twice in this inning that, the catcher chose to take the throw to second with a man on third. And I don't know if that's a preference of his, but they definitely don't like having runners on base.
Yeah, throwing all the way definitely is a decision there. I mean, there's tons of plays you can do. You can throw straight to third. You can cut it off in the middle. One of the middle infielders. You could throw it hard to the pitcher, as if you're throwing it to second. But
2-2 the count.
throwing it all the way down to second has cost them 2 runs now.
Lockhart locks in and fouls it down the first baseline. Got to lock in harder. Still 2-2, 2 away. I'm not going to say it. And here's the 2-2. Runs the count full. Reggie Fong at second.
Last pitch was a little wild.
The 3-2 swung on and fouled deep towards Nathan's car parked in the first base side parking lot.
The day that finally happens to me, I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket.
And call Safelight.
Who also isn't sponsoring us yet.
Lockhart takes his hard 90 run to first base and his walk. Base on balls if you're keeping score tonight.
Now batting, center fielder number 1, Alex Hicali.
Number 1, Alex Hicale takes his spot in the batter's box. Apologies, that's the substitution for Alex. Number 13, who drills one straight into the right fielder's glove to end this top of the 5th. We'll see you in a second here in the bottom.
Welcome back to the 2025 Filipino World Series. We're here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Julian Antolin is set to lead things off against...
Now batting, number 4, Julian Antolin.
Looks like Amado Varai is still out there. He's in his 5th inning of work. And what a performance he's had. 4 shutout innings thus far. And the first pitch is going to be swung on and fouled away by Julian Antolin. He struck out back in the 2nd inning. It's now 6-0. The Ube team leads. They want a shutdown inning right here. And the pitch is just a bit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch swung down below the zone. He chased it. It's 1-2. Varai gets his sign. He nods, kicks, and fires. Swung on and fouled straight back. Nearly had it. It's 1-2. Last game of the day for game 2, or day 2 rather, of the 2025 Filipino World Series.
Checks the swing down to first.
And he's out on the appeal.
First one of those we've seen all tournament.
Yeah, no, that was a check swing and apparently went too far. First base umpire had the best view of it. 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, number 8, Brian Strasburger.
So Strasburger grounded out to the second baseman back in the third inning. Here he is again against the same pitcher, Virai. Swung on, line drive, right back up the middle, past the diving Feng over at second. That's a clean hit for Brian Strasburger.
Now batting, center fielder number 20, Nolan Johnson.
That's such a great piece of hitting, too. He went right back up the middle. Virai stuck his glove out trying to take a stab at it. And then Fang over at second tried diving for it, and it was just over his glove. So it was really just a perfectly placed ball. Missed two gloves by inches.
Back to the top of SoCal Hymes lineup. Johnson looking to do something for his team. Dribbles it foul down towards his own dugout.
Yeah, 0-1 is the count now. Nolan Johnson seeing a lot of pitches today. He struck out in the first, and he reached on a single in the third. 1 for 2. Now the pitch is a called strike right on the outside corner. Great frame from Batacan.
Beautiful pitching from NorCal and a just absolute set piece of hitting when they have the bats.
Absolutely. And it's a little scary, you know. This is a team that feels like a sleeping dragon. Any moment they can just bust out.
Johnson calls time. Trying to ice the pitcher. Shimmy the shoulders. I don't know if it'll work.
Well, whatever you have to do to get the advantage when you're down 0-2. Virai checks the runner at first.
Checks again.
Outside, 1-2. You can tell the speed of Strasburger might be in the head of the pitcher, Virai. Another 1-2. Swung on and driven to right. Larotte is underneath it, and that's out number 2.
A little breaking news from the MLB.
Now
The
batting,
Mariners
shortstop,
acquiring
number 11,
Eugenio Suarez from the
Noah
Diamondbacks.
Gomez.
Noah Gomez has reached base twice today. He was hit by a pitch in the first, and he walked in the third.
Looking for his first hit.
And wow, Virai is just really painting that outside corner. Credit to his catcher, too. Batacan sets up in a spot where he knows the umpire likes it, and none of these SoCal players have been biting at it so far. But now he's going to miss inside. Look out. It's going to hit him in the back. You can tell that wasn't on purpose. It was a curveball, so it must have slipped away. Either way, 2 runners on and 2 out. For number 13, Brandon Davis.
Now batting, first baseman, number 13, Brandon Davis.
So, second hit by pitch of the day for Noah Gomez. He's going to go home with a few bruises.
Someone should check his jersey for some magnets. I don't know what's going on over there.
And the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Davis wanted to do some damage on that first pitch. The 0-1. Low. But in there for strike 2.
Good frame from Batacan. It was in the zone, but still.
Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 called. Virai gets out of it. It stays 6-0 as we head to the top of the 6th. Welcome back to the 2025 Filipino World Series, coming live from the Golden TV broadcast booth.
Now batting, catcher number 2, Mateo Batacan.
In the second inning, Batacan popped up to the shortstop, and then in the fourth, he reached on a walk. 0 for 1 today, looking for his first knock against Makai Ma, who fires strike 1 on the outside corner. The 0-1 curveball dips in for strike 2. What a pitch from Ma. Down low, 1-2. Looked like a back foot fastball. Curveball too high. It was a good pitch though. And the 2-2. Swung on and fouled back. Looks like Batacan stays alive. A 2-2. Strike 3 called, and that's it for Batacan. That fastball was right on the outside corner. I don't know
Right
exactly
fielder, number 12.
how hittable that was
He
for
is
Batacan,
Laurent.
but it was good enough for the home plate umpire to call strike 3.
Pretty close to the last strike called at the bottom of the fifth, Nathan. So at least, the ump shows anything. It's consistency in his strike zone.
And of course, it's a credit to both catchers, both Lawless and the other catcher, Batacan, for knowing where to hit those spots. Ground ball to the shortstop. He has it. The throw over to first is in time. 2 away as the shortstop Gomez retires the leadoff batsman Ian Larotte. There's a swing and another ground ball to the shortstop. This time he boots it. And safe at first is jersey number 10. He's batting in place of Royce Hall. First at bat here in the 6th inning. We'll get that name shortly.
So a really good play by the shortstop, Noah Gomez, and then, just kind of an unfortunate error
Hitter,
there.
number 5.
Looks like he kind of went into his throw
Joseph
before he really had the
Rumbala.
ball in his glove. Simple as that.
Yeah, it was one of those plays where it just hit him right at the heel. So you take your eye off of it for 1 second and you miss the ball. And especially on a turf field like this, it should feel like playing on carpet. Just pure predictability. Swing, foul back. This is Aristotle Valdelion, who is on first.
The 0-1 pitch is high for ball 1. Pitcher checks count with the umpire. It's confirmed 1-1. We had it right here in the booth as well. 2 away.
The runner goes. The throw down. The slide. The tag. They got him. Wow, what a play. What a throw from Lawless. The throw beat the runner Valdelion by a mile. He tried to swim on top of it, but it wasn't enough. That's going to end the inning. The score stays 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
JD Lawless.
Welcome back to the 2025 Filipino World Series. It's 6-0 in favor of the Northern California Ube team. We're here in the bottom of the 6th. JD Lawless is going to lead things off for the Southern California Hymes team. First pitch from the new pitcher, Tyler Buenaventura, is going to miss high for ball 1. Today, J.D. Lawless reached first on a fielder's choice, and he also struck out in the 3rd. Now there's a called strike to even it out, 1-1 for Buenaventura. And the 1-1. High, 2 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1 now. Looks like Buenaventura still getting a feel for it. And that one's going to miss outside, but as Tom Jones would say, that's not unusual. You know, a pitcher coming in for the first time, trying to work out
Now
some
batting.
bugs.
Designated hitter number 12, Joaquin Ramirez.
Number 12, Ramirez up to bat now for SoCal Hymes.
It looks like he goes by the nickname Happy. You hear one of the parents shouting, "Go Happy."
His walk-up song did not give very happy vibes. Scared me a little bit.
For the viewers at home, what exactly was his walk-up?
That was Monster by Kanye West. One and one to count.
Lawless with a conservative lead over at first. That one slips away. So it's 2-1 now. Not looking too good for Buenaventura to start things out. He's thrown 6 balls to only 2 strikes. And there's ball number 7. Oh no, it's going to hit him. So 2 runners on now. Lawless moves to second. Happy Ramirez is
Now
on
batting,
first.
second baseman number 2, Jaden Shaw.
Happy was pretty stoked about that as he threw his shoulder guard towards his teammates in the dugout, trying to spark a fire in the SoCal Hymes team and hopefully get some of those runs back.
It looks like that's going to be it for Tyler Buenaventura. Rough outing. He hasn't recorded any outs. As long as these 2 runs don't score, though.
You're being fired. You're being fired.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for NorCal Ube, number 17, Leo Hoskins.
All right, so welcome back. A little slight intermission in the inning, but we're here in the sixth. 2 runners on, nobody out. A new pitcher on the mound, Leo Hoskins, number 17, a right-handed pitcher. He's going to face off against Jaden Shaw. Jaden Shaw hit a single back in the second and a double in the fourth. He's 2 for 2 today. And this has been possibly the closest thing SoCal Hymes has been able to generate in regards as a threat. 2 runners on. Nobody out. It wouldn't be surprising to see Shaw try to lay down a bunt. But now that pitch is going to get away from the catcher, Batacan, and they won't need a bunt. Both runners are in scoring position. Lawless moves to third. Ramirez, happy to be on second. Two balls, no strikes. The infield playing back. They don't care about these runners. They want to get the out. Now a timeout is called. Batacan with a few words of encouragement for his pitcher. Now he's back behind the dish. The middle infield's playing back, as is the first baseman. Here's the pitch. It's going to get away from the catcher again. Racing towards home, and they're on the board. Scoring is Lawless. 6-1 in favor of NorCal Ube. So we're going to have that as a passed ball. It just got away from the catcher, really. It's hard to tell what exactly happened there. It's not as if it hit the ground or was a breaking ball. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2.
Hoskins looking to limit the damage done so far. Just 1 run. Still a comfortable lead, but definitely wants to get out of this one. What?
Up and in. A batsman's full house. 3-2 for Jaden Shaw.
Still no outs here.
A crazy inning.
We might just be witnessing the start of a comeback for SoCal Hymes. Fouled down towards the third base dugout.
Well, I mean, you know they have it in them. It's that sleeping dragon I was telling you about. So from here on out, I think Hoskins' job is to close it out.
I mean, you say sleeping dragon, but NorCal Ube are mostly comprised of the runners-up from last season. You know, they're hungry. They've been here before. They're ready for that next stage, which is getting that championship. But it starts with getting your first win. And so far, they look to be doing that.
Yeah, excellent memory you have there, Henry. These are a lot of returning names from the Northern California Ube team, the one playing defense right now. But here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled back. A very good battle from Jaden Shaw here right now. Again, he's 2 for 2. A single and a double in the second and in the fourth. Clawing his way desperately to a base hit right here. Hoskins sets. The kick and the 3-2. Swung on and missed. Swing you later. That was the strikeout that Hoskins was looking for.
As he nods and takes his place back on the mound. Confident young man out there for NorCal Ube.
Now batting, number 1, Dillinger Sanchez.
That's what you want in a baseball player, is just composure under pressure. You can hit all day with no runs on the board or
Ground ball past the diving third baseman Lockhart. It's down the line. One run's going to score. It looks like he's sniffing a double. He slides in there safely. It's a one-out RBI double for Dillinger Sanchez.
Comeback starts
batting.
now, like we've been saying.
Left fielder, number 6,
You know, it's
Phineas.
good for us.
Give him
seriously, for
now.
everyone here in the stadium to see a comeback. You love to see the boys not give up, and SoCal Hymes has not done that yet.
And that one gets away from the catcher. But staying put at second is Sanchez. So number 5, Makai Ma.
Now batting, number
In the
5,
box.
Makai Ma.
He reached on the fielder's choice. In the second inning, he grounded out to the shortstop in the fourth.
It's very important to the parents here. We get everyone's names right. Got a little correction here in the booth from Makai Mom's mother. Thank you, Tita.
And the 0-1. Right there for strike 2. Now a timeout's called. Both these dugouts are really getting into it. You can hear both sides just hollering at each other. Bunch of chirps.
It's the dogs. Let them out.
And the 0-2. Did he go? The appeal? Yes, he did. 2 strikeouts in a row for Hoskins.
Makai Ma will take his place back in the dugout. Number 4, Julian Antolin, coming up to bat now.
Antolin's having a rough day. He could use a little palate
Number 4,
cleanse.
Julian Antolin.
2 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, rather. First pitch is way outside. Good stop by the catcher, Batacan. Ooh, over his head. 2-0. Here's the 2-0. Curveball. Flinches him, but it's 3-0. That was just a little bit too high, but not a bad pitch. I mean, when you freeze up a batsman like that, you do leave the inside half open for a framed pitch. You just need to bring it in a little bit more. 3-0. The pitch is a called strike, even though Batacan couldn't handle it. So that was a gift. Hoskins will gladly take it. And the 3-1. Swung on, a little chopper to the right side of the field. The first baseman has it. They toss it over to the pitcher. Safe at first.
That's a hard 90 right there. That's what you need. He slid into the bag and beat the tag from pitcher Leo Hoskins.
Now batting, extra hitter, number 8, Brian Strasburger.
Yeah, that was just a tough play overall.
SoCal Hymes leaving it all on the field.
So another pair of snake eyes. Sanchez on third. Over at first is Antolin. And it was an interesting play. Nelson, the first baseman, decided to underhand it to Hoskins, who was covering the bag at first. That's what you're trained to do. But Hoskins either thought Nelson was going to get there first, or Hoskins just quite simply wasn't fast enough.
I mean, by the time Nelson had the ball, I think he was probably twice as close, or half the distance rather, from the bag than Hoskins, the pitcher. Might have been a better choice to just take it to the bag yourself.
Yeah, it's something like that. But, that's what happens. When you play the game hard, the game rewards you. Hard 90 for Antolin, and he's rewarded with an infield single. There's strike one against Strasburger. Strasburger's 1 for 2 today. He hit a single in the fifth. The pitch. Up and in, ball 4. The bases are loaded, and just like that, SoCal Hymes has a pretty
Now batting,
big
center
threat
fielder, number
going
20,
on right now, brewing.
Nolan Johnson.
We're at the top of the lineup with bases loaded. Bottom of the 6th inning. It's one of the better times to start a comeback. Get those runs on the board, have the momentum, close it out next inning with your pitching. NorCal Ube's coach out on the mound, giving a little talk to his guys. They want their first win. It's not the moment to lose your composure out there.
So 2 outs in this 6th inning.
Hoskins boys out there giving him a little pep talk, telling him he's got this. All he needs is 3 pitches right now. 2 away, bottom of the 6th. 6-2 lead for NorCal Ube.
Hey, we still got 2. Here we go.
So it looks like a pinch hitter number 20 is now hitting in place of 25 Nolan Johnson. His first at bat here in the 6th. Excuse me, rather, Nolan Johnson is number 20, not 25.
1-0 the count.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Right down Broadway for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So on third, we have Sanchez. On second, Antolin. And on first is Strasburger. Nolan Johnson with a chance to be the hero right now. He's 1 for 3 today. He had a single back in the third with a stolen base. The 1-1. Ooh, look out. Nearly gets him. Johnson looking back out at the mound, wondering what just happened.
Leo Hoskins throwing the don't be a hero pitch, trying to get him to sit down, get out of the box.
Swung on and drilled foul down the right field line. It's 2-2.
Throwing at his head didn't slow him down, though. He still puts the bat on the ball for a foul ball.
Yeah, and of course, that last one wasn't on purpose. You could see the curve on it. Just slipped away from Hoskins. Now Johnson is going to call a timeout. Stretch himself a little bit. A little micro yoga.
Shoulder shimmy.
A deep breath, and now he's back in the box. The 2-2. Swung on, line drive, right field. It's a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Another's being waved in. Here comes the throw. He's safe. A 2-run single on 2 outs for Nolan Johnson. It makes it 6-3.
SoCal Hymes really
Now
doing
batting,
everything they
shortstop,
can
number 11,
in this comeback.
Noah
And little by
Gomez.
little, 4-run 6th inning. SoCal's back in this ball game.
6-4, rather, yes.
Yo.
Forget there's a 10th batter in Brian Strasburger.
mound visit for NorCal Ube. It looks like Hoskins is going to finish his day out, and number 7, Royce Hall, will be called upon to close out this game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for NorCal Ube, number 7, Royce Hall.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th inning. A little bit of pressure now. 4 runs on the board. SoCal Hymes has been able to put up. They still have 2 on the base paths and 2 away for Noah Gomez.
Royce Hall, the 3rd pitcher for NorCal Ube this inning, looks to get his team out of this and protect the lead.
And he fires a strike right at the knees. It's 0-1. Down low. Hall grew an inch this year, he says. It's interesting seeing this young man quite literally grow through the organization. He really has stepped up to that leadership role that they've placed on his shoulders. Here's the 1-1. Right there. Strike 2. It was a curveball that caught the top of the zone.
It's going to take some good stuff from Hall if he's going to stop this momentum that SoCal Hymes has built. No strangers to comebacks. Yesterday in their first game, they were down 5-1 before tacking on 5 runs in a single inning for the lead.
And the pitch. Just a bit high. 2-2 now. With 2 outs and 2 runners on. Hall finds his sign. Now he comes set. And the pitch. Way outside. It's a full count.
The umpire is ready, and the batter steps back into the box. Here we go again, full count.
First and second. The go-ahead run in the box right now. Hall trying to do all he can to prevent it. 1 pitch away. The kick and the payoff. The runners go. Swing you later. Hall gets out of the jam. They maintain the lead at 6-4 as we head to the top of the 7th. Welcome back to the 2025 Filipino World Series. A lot of late inning drama, but we're here in the top of the 7th. NorCal Ube trying to shut
Now
down
batting, extra hitter number 5, Joseph Rumbawa.
this offense. They're trying to shut down this offense and close it off.
Yeah, we've been talking about this NorCal SoCal rivalry and the SoCal comeback. Ube really needs at least another run to feel good about themselves going into the next, or the bottom of the 7th and the end of this ball game.
Yeah, no lead is safe against any of the SoCal teams, so a win here for either team is going to be a very sweet one. So you can tell that these last 6 outs are going to be packed with a lot of action. So right now, Joseph Rumbawa, 1-1. He's going to foul it off. Rumbawa today reached on a fielder's choice. He's hit a double and a triple, so he's been on base all 3 trips to the plate today. And the 1-2 is going to get away from the catcher. It's 2-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. There's one away. Wow, what a pitch from Ma. Just a fastball painted right
Now
at the
batting,
knees.
designated hitter number 17, Leo Hoskins.
Hoskins toes the box. Facing off against Ma. Ma's been doing a good job since he came in. And that one sails up and in. A little bit of a buzzer at the tower.
Top Gun reference. I like it.
1-0 is in there for strike 1. Little chopper to the third baseman who can't stay with it. That's Antolin. Ooh, and let's hope he's alright. He charged in a little awkwardly. I don't know if it's his wrists or his ankles that hurt, but that didn't look like a comfortable play. Hoskins is going to reach first on what should be an infield hit.
Gomez and Shaw checking on Antolin. And the NorCal Ube coach also out there, while the coach for SoCal makes his way there too as well.
So I wonder what it must have been. He may have stepped on some uneven ground, or just the path that he took to the ball was a little awkward. And it looks like he's coming out of the game. He is walking with a little bit of an altered gait, so let's hope he's all right. Again, that's number 4, Antolin.
Your attention, please. Coming into play, third base, number 8, Brian Strasburger.
So it's going to be Logan Nelson now, jersey number 20. The new third baseman that's coming in.
Now batting, first baseman, number 20, Logan Nelson.
He is the 10th hitter, the extra hitter, Strasburger. Ma's going to get a few warm-up pitches after all the chaos. But Nelson now toes the box. He's ready. First pitch in there for strike one. And the 0-1 spiked in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher Lawless. There's runners on first and second. Excuse me, just on first. With one away. That's Hoskins at first. He reached on the play that took out Antolin for the day. The 1-1. Right there for strike two.
Sad to see Antolin go down. He was a big part of that 4-run bottom sixth inning for SoCal Hymes. Hope he's okay.
Swing and a miss, and that's going to be it for Nelson. Wow, what a strikeout there to get a big power hitter.
Now batting,
The
second
fifth slot
baseman,
out.
number 3, Reggie Fong.
Reggie Fong today has done some damage. He hit a single in the second and scored the second run of the game for this Ube team. So two away, both by the way of strikeouts. Reggie Fong, the left-handed batsman. In the box. Down low, good scoop by Lawless. He dug that one out of the dirt. Well, the turf, really. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. 2-1 rather. 2-1. Low flare, left side. The new third baseman Strasburg is right there, and that's going to end the inning. 6-4. The score remains as we head into the bottom of the 7th.
Brandon Davis.
Welcome back to the 2025 Filipino World Series. We're here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The SoCal Hymes is down to their last 3 outs. The Northern California Ube team is likewise 3 outs away from securing a win over their fellow California rivals. The North and Southern California rivalry has always been a hot one. Ooh, look out.
Speaking of hot, right up and in on number 13, Brandon Davis.
Speaking
of hot, Will Lewin is outside the press box.
So if we can cut to that center field right there. Will Lewin on the phone with the beard. He's the mastermind that put all of this together. That's why his face is turned away.
If you're watching this broadcast, thank Will Lewin.
And of course, this is a booth full of Filipinos, so he was the only one tall enough. Oh, he left already. He was the only one tall enough to put up the center field camera by himself. Standing tall at 6'5". He was a pitcher during his playing days.
It's quickly 3-0 to Brandon Davis. Make that a free base for number 13.
That's his 3rd time on base today. And SoCal Hymes immediately putting their leadoff batsman aboard.
As number 7, J.D. Lawless, the tying run, comes to the plate.
And the pitch. Outside. So Lawless, a good eye. You usually expect that from a catcher. Catchers tend to work a lot of walks. They have a very intimate relationship with the strike zone.
And Lawless, the first run on the board for SoCal Hymes, has the chance to be the tying run, as we said. Kind of an interesting stat.
Yeah, he does represent the tying run should he reach and score. But it might be a tall hill to climb, a tall task to complete for the Southern California team. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. The pitch is going to get away from the catcher, and on to second is Lawless. Excuse me, Davis. Lawless still at the box. So Royce Hall on the mound. Trying to close things off. And these are the types of high leverage situations that Royce Hall will find himself in. Right now he's tasked to get the save here in Game 4 of Day 2 of the Filipino World Series. Game number 8 overall. Now the umpire is going to break up the meeting on the mound. That's enough of that, he says. And he's going to get 2 warm-up pitches. Let's see what that was. Maybe there was something hurting him.
Two warm-up pitches, and we're 2 minutes from 10 p.m. here in Monarch Stadium. Let's go.
Your attention, please. Now in right field, number 8, Tyler Buenavista. Buenaventura.
Two balls, 1 strike. Lawless waits. Hall fires. Strike 2. It was a little slider that nibbed the bottom corner of the zone. Perfectly placed. Hall really trying to get out of it now.
JD icing the pitcher with another timeout. Comes back set for the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike though.
And it looks like he's going to be
And Jay's
safe
gonna
at
be
first.
safe. We now have Brandon Davis at third, Lawless at first, Snake Eyes, and Lawless represents the tying run, as we've been saying. That'll bring up number 12, Happy Ramirez. The leading run, should he make it all the way around the base path on this at bat. Royce checks first, sets, and Happy steps out,
Batting.
calls times.
Number 12, Happy Ramirez.
I think they're purposely, calling time as soon as the NorCal Ube pitcher gets set. At least a couple times per at bat, maybe to throw him out of his rhythm. First pitch strike from Royce Hall to Happy Ramirez. Happy Gilmore 2 just came out. Another famous Happy. And the lights are out here at Valley College. It means it's 10 o'clock.
Dude, you've got it.
Well, you can tell that that's what they were trying to play for. They're trying to play until the lights were going to go out. We still have power here in the booth, so this broadcast is still live. But the lights are out. It's the 10 o'clock curfew, and the Northern California Ube team was trying to basically run the clock to get to this moment and keep their 6-4 lead. Welcome back to the Filipino World Series. Thank you for your patience. There was a 10 p.m. curfew, a light curfew. Thankfully, we were able to pull some strings and get this game underway, but it is down to the wire. We have nobody out, runners on first and third. SoCal Hymes is looking to make a comeback here and walk it off in the bottom of the seventh. Royce Hall is tasked to close this game out. But again, we have a pair of snake eyes. Lawless on first, Davis on third.
Batting number 12, Happy Ramirez.
And a couple of unfortunate events. Davis reached on a walk. That never feels good. And Lawless reached on a drop third strike. So now we'll see what Happy Ramirez does. Jersey number 12, a left-handed batsman. The pitch. Upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Happy Ramirez in the box right now would represent the go-ahead run. The winning run, rather. It's the bottom of the seventh. Hall checks the runner at first. Now he comes set, right at the belt. The kick and the pitch. A curveball that finds the outside corner for strike 2.
Happy didn't like it, but that's too bad.
Hall shakes. Now he's going to step off. Everyone's going to recompose themselves. A little wiggle waggle. 12's back in the box. Hall sets and toes the rubber. Here's the 1-2. Swing you later. 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th.
Great composure on the mound there from Royce Hall.
Now batting second baseman, number 2, Jaden Shaw.
Keeps it together through an out bat that spanned the length of that light delay and gets the out. The hardest one to get, the first one.
Yeah, now they're potentially 1 ground ball away from ending this ball game. Yeah, Jaden Shaw, who is 2 for 3, has a single and a double. Now he's going to half swing. He won around, says home plate umpire. So 0-1 is the count. A runner on first and third still. The pitch from Hall. There's another off speed that paints the lower half of the zone. It's 0-2. And again, that's why this kid is one of their most high leverage players. Hall checks the runner at first. Now he sets and steps off. The entire Ube dugout trying to root on their defense right now and secure that 6-4 lead. And the 0-2 in the dirt, stopped by Batacan, but that's going to move Lawless over into scoring position. So now the tying run is just 1 base hit away from scoring. A lot of pressure right now here on Jaden Shaw, one of the most high leverage at bats this game. All comes down to this here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the pitch from Hall. A little half swing. Safe on the appeal. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ooh, and he fouls it off. Just barely stays alive. Jaden Shaw doing everything he can to keep this line moving. And the parents are really getting into this game. The 2-2. Swung on, driven to right center. That's going to get down. It's a base hit, and they're going to let it get by them. It's all the way to the wall. Both runs have scored, and this game is tied. What a great piece of hitting from Jaden Shaw. He went the other way with it. It was a low-lying line drive. Impossible to get, and he ends up at second on it.
Now batting number 1, Dillinger Sanchez.
Yeah, that pitch is just a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Dillinger Sanchez now is tasked to be the hero. If he can get a base hit and score Jaden Shaw from second, SoCal Hymes is going to win. There's a strike on the outside corner. Hall trying to do everything he can to keep this game tied and possibly go in the extra innings. A little spin move back to second. A very riveting inning here. 2 runs on the board for the Southern California team to tie it all up. And the 1-1 is right there for strike 2. You could tell Dillinger was a little upset with himself for taking that pitch. He wanted the swing. Here it is. Swung on and fouled away. Count stays 1-2. All sets. The kick and the 1-2. Swung on and fouled away. A great battle from Dillinger Sanchez. He just refuses to be sat down. He stays alive. All sets again. The 1-2 is outside. 2-2 as Batacan has some trouble finding the pitch that popped out of his glove. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Outside and the batsman's full house. He's worked at full after being down 3-2. All sets. And the pitch. Swung on, a low tapper. Up the middle to the shortstop. The throw across is going to be in time. 2 away. But the winning run is now on third with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 5, Malachi Ma.
So now it's all up to Ma. And the pitch. Ooh, great frame from Batacan. 0-1. All sets. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled away.
If Makai Ma can drive in the winning run and be the winning starting pitcher, what a position to be in.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just helping yourself. Doing all you can to win, contributing from both sides. Here's the 0-2. It's too high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and fouled away. The drama couldn't be higher. It's a tie ball game in the bottom of the 7th. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The winning run is on third for the Northern California team that they're trying to defend. The Southern California team in the box is trying to score the man on third. Royce Hall sets, and now timeout's called. And the 1-2. Upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hall sets. The 2-2. Strike 3 called, and this game stays tied. Hall gives up 2, but they stay with it. We're going to head to the top of the 8th. All right, everyone, welcome back to the 2025 Filipino World Series. For the first time in our broadcast, we have extra innings. It's the top of the 8th. The NorCal Ube team is going to be
Starting
facing
second,
off
number 3, Reggie Fong.
against the the relief pitcher of the Southern California team. That's still Makai Ma on the mound. And it looks like they're going to be getting extra innings with a runner on second, so that is a little beneficial in terms of time management. There's a beautiful bunt laid down, only plays at first, and immediately one pitch in, Gino Larotte has brought the go-ahead run to third with
Now
less
batting,
than 2
number
outs.
15, Heath Lockhart.
So the runner on third, we'll see who that is. Lockhart at the dish. Pitch is too high. 1 ball, no strikes. Looks like that's number 3 on the base paths, Reggie Fong, since he was the last out of the 7th inning. So a little interesting how to score this. I guess we'll just start him at second base as the imaginary runner. Now he's on third. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1. The infield is playing in. They can't afford this run to score. Lockhart has 2 walks on the day and a sacrifice. So 3 appearances, no at-bats. The pitch is going to be called a strike. Top of the zone. Maybe a little questionable. And the pitch from Ma. Swung on and fouled straight back. The 2-2. Too high, a batsman's full house. The payoff pitch. Low. So the full house wins the battle. Lockhart draws a walk. Runners on first and third. Pair of snake eyes.
Now batting number 1, Alex Hickory.
Alright, lots of plays that can unfold here. We'll just see what happens. Here's number 1, Alex Hickory. And it looks like he's going to show bunt. Okay, Ma is going to do the move, third to first. It looks like he's going to show bunt again. He's at the top of the box. And he's going to lay a beauty down. And everyone's going to be safe. Wow, what a bunt from Hickory, just right down the third base line. He wasn't even trying to hide it. He was telegraphing to the whole stadium that's what he was going to do. And he still gets the first safely.
Now batting number 2, Mateo Batacan.
So Lockhart's going to move to second. And Reggie Fong comes all the way around to score.
That brings up number 2, Mateo Batacan.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Now a little ground ball to the second baseman. He has it to flip to second. Over to first. Safe. They're only going to get the lead runner. So Lockhart moves to third safely. Hickory is out on the base paths.
Now batting number 12, Ian Larot.
For out number 2, Batacan reaches on a fielder's choice. Ian Larot now. Takes strike 1 on the inside corner. And the 0-1. Swung on and missed. It's 0-2. Fouled back. It stays 0-2. The pitch from Ma. Popped up. Right side of the field. Playable for Davis. Davis is going to make the catch in foul territory, and that's going to be it. But the Ube team does score one. It is now 7-6 as we head to the bottom of the eighth.
Ryan Buenafi.
Welcome back to the 2025 Filipino World Series. Again, I'm going to say this for a second time. We're down to our last three outs. Bottom of the eighth now. Royce Hall back on the mound. He's trying to finish things off for his Northern California Ube team. Meanwhile, in the box, the Southern California team Hymes is in there, and it looks like a pinch hitter for Julian Antolin, as he was removed from the game after a little mishap at third base defensively. Now that pitch is going to be hit foul. Oh no, it looks like it hit him. So Makai Ma is going to start as the runner on second base.
Your attention, please. Starting on second base, Makai Ma.
So it looks like a discussion between the three umpires on what they might have seen. The ball did hit the batsman, but his bat went around. Try to see if there's any better angles that the other two umpires may have had. And they're going to award him first base. So first and second now, nobody out for Brian
Now batting,
Strasburger.
Number 8, Brian Strasburger.
So runners on first and second.
Royce Hall checks 2.
Yeah, a little spin move just to keep the runner on second from getting too crafty. But now they're going to likely play small ball. Strasburger already showing bunt. The first baseman, Nelson's playing halfway down the line. The second baseman is set to cover first. The shortstop's going to stay at second. Third base will try to play halfway, see where the ball lands. It's in the air, but foul. The catcher possibly could have had a chance at it. Hit the angle been a little more straight up. It's 0-1. And the 0-1 is going to be popped up again. So, Strasburger unable to get the bunt down. And it's 0-2. We'll see if he still bunts. First baseman is not playing back. And the pitch swung on and fouled away. So the Ube team still with a chance to win here if they just close things out. 3 outs away from securing a win over Southern California. The 0-2, way outside, 1-2. Low chopper, flare, right side, the second baseman over the shoulder, and he's going to make the catch. Wow, what a play from Reggie Fong.
Now batting number 20, Nolan Johnson.
So 1 away finally here in the 8th on a star play by Reggie Fong. Here's Nolan Johnson. Johnson today is 2 for 4. 2 singles in the 3rd and in the 6th. You got 2 on and 1 out. The winning run is on first. First pitch, outside. Hall gets his sign and he sets. Now timeout is called. And some pace of play initiatives might need to be introduced for next year. These players are really mature in slowing the game down. 1 ball, no strikes. That was spin move back to second. In there for strike 1. It was a good off speed on the inside corner to the right-handed batsman. The pitch. It tails outside. Hall tried to go after him with another breaking pitch. That misses the zone. First and second, the double play is on. Ooh, and a late timeout call. That pitch won't count. Time was granted. Good play from the pitcher Hall to continue with his pitch. You risk injury if you try to stop yourself mid-motion. So that pitch will be forgotten. It stays 2-1. The umpires being very generous with their timeouts, especially considering the time of the evening it is. And another curveball. It's 3-1. This game feels like it goes on later than most Giants games these days. They finish around 9 o'clock.
With the addition of the pitch clock, it's easy to keep them under 2.5 hours, or the league average.
Absolutely, especially with the 6:45 or 7:15 start times. This is a long game, folks. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed a pitcher's full house after Hall was behind. He works it full. And the 3-2, he walks him. The bases are loaded with 1 out. The winning run stands on second base.
Now batting, number 11, Noah Gomez.
So on first is Johnson, second Antolin, on third is Ma. Noah Gomez is 0 for 1, but he has reached base 3 times from 2 hit by pitches and a walk. That might be what you need right here. Just work a good walk or a hit by pitch, keep the line moving, tie up the ball game. But the first pitch is a strike.
And if you're NorCal Ube, 1 away, bases loaded, the defensive play is at the nearest bag, right? But if you can, go for the lead runner because of the circumstances where we are in this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the double play, if it's a ground ball, say to the third baseman Lockhart, he could step on third and go across the diamond to first for the interesting 5-3 double play. There's a whole bunch of scenarios that can unravel right here. This is a big at-bat. If you're on second and you feel the ball just behind you, take it to second, throw to first. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 2-2. And it looks like the shortstop and the second baseman are playing back. So, Henry, you were spot on with the defensive analysis. Ma's on third. Antolin on second. Johnson on first. Hall on the mound, trying to get out of it. Here's the 2-2. Swing you later. There's 2 away.
Now batting, number 13, Brandon Davis.
And now all the pressure sits on Brandon Davis. It's a very simple circumstance. He gets a base hit, they win. He gets out, they don't. And he tries one there. He slashes it foul and into the parking lot. Towards the parking lot off the netting.
We are most definitely, by a large margin, the longest game so far of the Filipino World Series this year, maybe even including last year's games.
Swing and a miss, and now they're 1 strike away. Hall going to put everything he's got into these next few pitches. Davis has to defend anything. He has to give his team a chance. Northern California, Southern California. SoCal's been in this right up until literally the last pitch. 0-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. Bottom of the 8th. Here it is, outside, 1-2. We're doing it again. 1-2. The kick and the pitch. Swing you later. Hall gets out of it after giving up the lead. Team Ube comes from behind and wins it in extra innings. Wow, what a game. And on a game where it felt like the Northern California team had it from the jump, the Southern California team came back to make it interesting, and
Final score of
we have a final
Team
score
Ube,
of 7-6.
7 runs.
Henry Harrison, any
Against
thoughts?
SoCal Hymes,
It's been a pleasure,
6
calling
runs,
this
final
long, drawn-out
in
ball
8
game.
innings. Fans, be sure to be here
NorCal
tomorrow
had that
at 11
early
a.m. for
lead
the
up
5
until the
tool
6th inning, but
showcase.
holds
5
on.
p.m. for the home run derby and skills competition.
It's
at
been a
7
wonderful
p.m.
night here with you,
for
Nathan, and a
Celebrity
wonderful
softball
evening
game.
calling
You can
this
buy
beautiful
tickets
game of baseball
at
we
Philippines
love
Baseball
for all of you at home.
on Instagram.
Good night, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you everyone
All right,
for
everyone. Well,
joining us.
thank you.